Automating your testing processes saves a lot of time, especially for regression testing, where the manual repetition quickly becomes tedious, error-prone, and ultimately expensive for when it's not working properly. So that's why we designed our test tools to integrate smoothly into any common automation environment. And my colleague Robert is going to show you exactly how that works. He will show you how to implement our connectivity test center into Jenkins, and you can even download the Jenkins file he will use below.
Going to show you how you can use a CTC or the connectivity test center with a terminal or a CLI and integrate it in a pipeline like Jenkins. So let's get started. First you need a valid copy of the CTC and start it. So while it's starting, you can open up your Explorer and go to Program Files x86 and go to Comprion GmbH and to the CTC folder. So then you go into the bin, and inside here there is a exe called Spectral Routing CLI. And you can, this exe allows us to control the tool completely by CLI. And you don't have to go in and use the UI for anything. So you can open up a terminal inside here. I already have one opened. And yeah, if you're inside here, you can just call the exe, and you will get a lot of possibilities how you can use this tool. You can go through this in yourself in detail. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I'm going to show you the simple steps how to go through a test case. So first, if you want to, let's say, select a project and you don't know what project you have, you can always enumerate projects, and you will get a result back with the projects you have. In this case, I only have the new project. So we can select the project, new project. And as you can see now, in the CTC, it's selected the project itself. And now we need to select the test flow. It's pretty much the same deal. You just call it select test flow and then the name of it, and then the string. So now we have selected the test flow, and now we can just start the test flow. We can now start the test cases with start test cases. Because I don't want to run all test cases, I can attach a JSON file with the test cases I want to run. As a parameter. How the JSON looks like, I'm going to explain you later. So, but for now, we're going to start the test cases. And in just a moment, it will pop up here, and you can see it run live. It's pretty much the same as we just clicked through the UI. And in this case, I only have a few test cases selected, so it doesn't run for 5 minutes or something. And as you can see, we have a final verdict that's passed. All our test cases passed, but we don't get it immediately outputted in our terminal. So to get the results, we have to wait for test flow. So this command is just waiting for test flows to pass, like you could imagine. And if your test flows are not fully done, it will not give you any results. So in this case, we got the integer 100 back, and this is just the ID from this specific run. So we can now get the results with the key 100. And now we can just get test verdicts 100, and we can also get them in a JSON format with this parameter. And now you can see we have our results here. And without JSON, it will just look like this. So you can see with the JSON, we get this format. It's already perfectly ready to use later, or we can print it out for a user directly. So if you want to get our final verdict, for example, you can just say get final verdict 100, and we get passed, or in JSON it would be 0. And this is basically how you can control the CTC from anywhere you want. Of course, there are differences between different pipelines, but I have an example for you in Jenkins, and I'm going to show you how it works. So if you are in Jenkins, you just need to create an element on CTC pipeline, and press OK. Oh, I already have this CTC v2 pipeline. OK. And then you have to paste this script. This script will be in this description to download for you. We're going to detail later. And you can just paste it in here. Press save, apply, and then you're just going to build it one time. So Jenkins can figure out what parameters you have and stuff like this. It's going to fail, of course. And now you can just press build with parameters. And there you can select the product name, the test flow name. So everything we just done in the terminal manually, you can select here. The timeout, how long it can run for before it's stopping. As the IP, you can define a remote desktop. In this case, just localhost for default. And then you can use parameters. So JSON text is just what is down here. You can edit it in Jenkins itself. Or you can say, no, I want to attach a file path. Then you can say where the file is and use that. So in this case, we are just not going to use one. And the same is for test cases. So what test cases you want to use. In this case, I want to only run these test cases. As you can see, it's just a simple JSON, and you can also use a path to a JSON that you already done for it, and just select JSON file. And the result file path is where you want the results to be. I'm going to show that to you later. And then you're going to press build. And we can again see it live here. And we can also go into the console, and you can see here it's running, selecting the project, the test flow, and now it's waiting for the completion. And as you can see, the final verdict is passed. It's printing out the results, where it's generated the report, and everything else. So what did it generate? So we have a PDF here, which it's loading now. So it's just the same as if you generate PDF in the CTC itself. So nothing special here. It's also generating JUnit results. You can look into it itself. It's very simply built. Everything is in the JSON file identified. If you want to make it more detailed or something, you can all do it just with the commands I showed you. So there's nothing special. You just get the results and can pass it into JSON, into XML. It doesn't matter. It's your choice. But for this example, I have made I had made for JUnit. So the temp test case is just basically the text we inputted with parameters. So if you're going to use JSON text, this is the same as this file right here. So it needs to temporarily save it. So how does it work? Well, first off, we have this pipeline script, of course. We have the parameters you can configure if you build it with parameters. And as you can see, it's just everything you saw. And also we are defining where the CTC is located, the bin folder, and this CLI tool. So in this case, it's a CTC, and it's called the Spectre Remoting CLI. So we have different stages. The first stage is CTC test execution. And here it's pretty simple. It's just printing out the project, the test flow. So pretty much what you put into it. And there are some validation so that everything is will work as intended. So you can go through this yourself in detail. As I said, it will be in the description. And the important things here is this, this part. So we have a bag, so a terminal, basically. And here we are going to call the CLI tool, so Spectre Remoting CLI.exe. We enumerate the projects, and we will get the new projects like before. So this is basically the same as this in this line. So basically this tool just uses the same commands, very simple. We select the project, enumerate the test flows, select the test flow, and all of this is just for validation so it doesn't crash and we get a good output. And that's basically it. So we can set parameters. If we set it with the command set parameter and start the test flow. And in the end, it will wait for the result key. And after that, it can generate everything. So it will get the final verdicts printed out for us in the console. And here's just a loop how, for every test that did run. So basically this part. So if you have 50 different tests, it will all be printed out. But of course, you can extend it to your liking. You can put a different pipeline at the end here. You can print out everything in a JSON or pretty much everything is here. And it's pretty much everything. So that's basically it. And in the post, we have the generating JUnit XML report. So here just very simply generating this XML. It's very hard coded, so of course you can use different tools on your system and generate it differently. You are not limited. And that's basically it. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And